religious person, what I am about to say is going to offend you to such an extent that you might even curse me. And hence, if you are a very religious person and you know that you cannot withstand what I'm about to say, please go away. If you're a very religious person, especially you hold on to this form of Christianity so high, what I'm about to say is going to offend you a lot. It's going to offend you a lot. Oh. And because it is going to offend you a lot, I am humbly saying to you right now that you save yourself of the mental hurt by exiting. Just swipe off. Do you understand? Because if you don't swipe up or swipe down, what I'm about to say might shake a lot of your belief of the name Master Jesus the Christ, might shake a lot of your belief in the Bible. Again, I am not saying that I am not a faith. I'm not a man of faith. I am a man of faith. I'm not saying that I am not a man of faith, but rather, I'm just saying that what I'm about to say right now might come out and might be a bit, might affect some people. But anyway, the point is for us to give the reality. The point is for us to say the truth to the people. What is that in my eye? The point is for us to say the truth to the people, that the people might be able to work on themselves. Now, what you do with the information I'm about to share, it is entirely left to you. How it shakes you, it is entirely left to you. Now, some of you might have known this information before, and some of you may not have known about this information before, or it might be the first time that you are hearing about this information before. But anyway, it is an information, and it is a fact. So when you look into the movement of that man called Master Jesus the Christ, you come to understand that there's a lot of things that have actually been kept hidden from you, the follower. The only thing you know is the book, the Bible that you read. The Bible that you read also is nothing but the formation of some intellectual people. You see, if you have intelligence, oh my God, Charlie, my brothers, my sister, if you have intelligence, you can manipulate people. Don't you know that? But of course. Why? Because 99% of the people don't read. 99% of the people don't inquire about anything. They don't read. They don't inquire. Rather, they just believe in what? In the information. They just believe in the information that people say to them. That's all. That is all. Nothing more, nothing less. They don't read. They don't inquire. Just feed me the information and I'm going to eat it. And then, you see, the African mind is very, very creative with information that you give to it. The African mind is very creative with the information that you feed it. And because it is very creative with the information that you feed it, it is ready to go left, right, center with all the informations. Oh, yeah. It is ready to do what? To jump. It can jump, go different dimensions, different places with all the information. All you just have to do is to feed it a little bunch of information. And that is why many people today are blind. Many people today are very, very blind. They are blind because they don't see. Rather, they only see through the teaching of other people. And that is why I always say to everybody that is my student, If you stay one day without reading, you are not my student. Our connection is that you work on yourself every day and you read one, even if it's just one paragraph. That is our connection. That you continuously educate yourself. That is our connection. I'm not saying you should do any other thing. I just say, just continuously, one paragraph every day, or 2 lines or 3 lines, but make sure that you read something. In this way, you will not remain in the dark. How many of you know about the Ark of Covenant? I have a question to you guys now. How many Ark of Covenant is there in the Bible? How many Ark of Covenant do you know about? How many Ark of Covenant is there in the Bible? And how many Ark of Covenant do you know about? How many Ark of Covenant is there in the Bible? If you are here, you can type also. Let me read your comment. Please write in the comment section here. Let me hear. How many Ark of Covenant is in the Bible? 1. Everybody's typing 1. Right? 1. Do you know where that 1 Ark of Efia Agiamang says 3? 3. Why do you say 3? Where did you get the information that there's 3? All right. Now another question. That 1 Ark of Covenant, do you know where it is? Thank you very much, Shigo, for subscribing. Please kindly help us subscribe, everybody. Kindly subscribe. That 1 Ark of Covenant, do you know where it is? Currently, where is that 1 Ark of Covenant? Currently, where is that 1 Ark of Covenant? Do you know where it is? Ethiopia. Are you sure? Are you sure? Ethiopia. Are you sure? Are you sure that it is in Ethiopia? Aboru, Aboye, She. US. Mount Kenya. Where are you getting that information from? Where are you getting the information from? My brothers, my sisters, there is no 1 Ark of Covenant. There are approximately more than 100 Ark of Covenant. So which of them are you talking about? There is no 1 Ark of Covenant. There are approximately 100 and more Arks of Covenant. And because there are approximately 100 and more Arks of Covenant, you don't know where they are. Do you know where they are? You don't know. And because there are more than 100 Ark of Covenant, currently there are 6 Ark of Covenant that is kept in a secret vault in the US, in USA. Do you know that? Do you know? You don't know. You don't know, right? Because your Bible makes you believe that there's only 1 Ark of Covenant. And there is not one. I'm telling you, there is not 1 Ark of Covenant. There is not one. There are more than 100 Arks of Covenant, and it is all scattered in different places. And currently, you only think that there is 1 Ark of Covenant, and that one is currently where? In Ethiopia. But I tell you, no, there are currently 6 Ark of Covenant, and it is hidden in America. It is hidden where? In America. You guys ask yourself a question. Who is Columbus? Do you know who is Columbus? No, you don't know who is Columbus. A lot of people think that Columbus is what? Is just the sailor that discovered America. But no! Columbus is not the sailor that discovered America. Columbus was one of the people that was put by the king, by the queen of Spain, to go and search where the Knight Templars hide the Ark of Covenant. Because the Knight Templars, when they discovered all the Ark of Covenant, they took them and they hide them. And hence Columbus was the secret spy. Columbus was what? Was the secret spy that was sent by the Queen of Spain, because it was the Queen of Spain that sponsored his acquisition. What's her name? Princess, Queen, I've forgotten, something, I've forgotten her name. Yeah. She was the one that sponsored his acquisition. And what happened? He was going in disguise to look for where the Knight Templars has hidden the Ark of Covenant. But he could not find it. He could not find it. And this is one of the reasons why many of the Native Americans were brutally... What did they do? What did they do to them? What did you think happened to many of the Native Americans? What did you think happened to the Native Americans? They were brutally killed. Many of them were brutally killed, were brutally abused. Why? Because the Knights Templars had an agreement with the Native Americans to do what? To help hide the Ark of Covenant. 6 Ark of Covenant is still there. 6, my brothers, my sisters. You only know of 1, but I'm telling you, there is more than 100 Ark of Covenant. Now, the question now is, how did the Knight Templars know about America? How did the Knight Templars know about America? Because America was called what? The New Land. In that period, what I'm talking about is during the 1800s, the 1100s. When the 1100s, first of all, there was the crusade. When there was the crusade, there was a lot of abuse between the crusades against the Muslims. And hence, the Templar Knight was organized as a form of to keep order, so that those people who are the Jews, those people who are the Muslims, who are going for prayer, should not be abused unnecessarily. And the Crusades was destroying and spoiling things. And what did they do? The Knights Templars. And do you know that the person that one of the main members that founded the Knights Templar Order was also a black man? Ayaga, ayaga, yaga, yaga, yo. Bam, 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 ayaga, yaga, yaga, yo. Bam, 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 ayaga, yaga, yaga, yo. Bam, ayaga, yaga, yaga, yo. Do you know that? One of the main founding members, of the Knights Templars was an Afro-Italian. His father is an Italian and his mother is a black woman. Thank you very much. Do you know that? He's a black man. No, is his father a black man? I think so. Maybe his father is a black man. No, his father is a white man. His father is an Italian. Do you know that? Now, some of you now, your tentacles is like, what? Yes. Oh yeah, send me gift. I'm about to start dishing out some information to you now. Send me gift now. If you don't send gift, I will stop the information. I will stop the information if you don't send me gift. I'm about to start dishing out some juicy things to you now. Send me information. Send me gift. First of all, are you understanding what I'm saying? First of all, are you understanding what I am saying? Is it making sense to you or is not making sense to you? Are you understanding what I'm saying? You are understanding? Very good. Are you understanding that there are more Ark of Covenant that is there? And currently, there are 6 of this Ark of Covenant that is in America. Ever wonder, oh, America is such a great country. How did America become a great country? Because the Ark of Covenant is there. 6 of the Ark of Covenant is in America. 6. Let me remove my cap so people can see my head properly. 6 of the Ark of Covenant is in America. And it is hidden. You cannot find it easily. Hello, how are you enjoying Denmark? Mother and daughter. You cannot find it easily because what? It is heavily guided. And it has not been covered. When they say there was a manna that was put into the Ark of Covenant, that manna is something different. Oh man. That manna is something different. And this 6th Ark of Covenant that was kept into, that is there currently in America, is just lying down there. And I'm telling you, a time is going to come, all of this information is going to be known to all of you. A time is going to come, you will see this Ark of Covenant as it is just there. Christopher Columbus, yes, Christopher Columbus was a secret agent by the Queen of Spain that she used to, she used him, and he knew he was used. He knew to go and search from the Native Americans, because in ancient days, during the 1800s, when the Knight Templars took the arks and so many other things, they took them and they took it to the new land. Now, where is that new land? The new land is America. Now, how did they know about this new land? Because there was an ancient map that speaks about the communication between America and ancient Africa. There was a map. How did Scotland, how many of you know Scott? Scott, how many of you is in Scotland? Do you know how Scotland came to be? Did you know how Scotland got its name? Thank you very much for liking my earring. Did you know how Scotland came to get its name? From where did Scotland got its name from? Can you tell me? Who is a Scottish person here? Can you say how Scotland got its name? Who gave the name Scotland to it? Who gave the name? Okay, one thing I don't like is when you guys are very slow in typing. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I know that you guys are trying to pay attention to listen, but I don't like when people are very slow in typing, because then I start feeling bored. I think, should I go away? I start feeling bored. You guys need to type. Even when we ask questions, it's conversation. Then it makes me to want to talk, But when you don't talk, I don't know. From Scotia. Who is Scotia? Which is another name for Ireland. No. Scotia. Who is Scotia? You don't know Scotia. It's not another name for Ireland. You must understand, how did it come to be? Scotland was given by the name of King Akhenaten's daughter. Her name was Scotia. There's a connection between Akhenaten, who was the one that prioritized monotheism, who prioritized one worship of one God. How is it that there was a connection between Akhenaten and these other countries, America, England, and all of these places? How is it so? Because in ancient time, there was a map that was discovered which shows the connection between all of these countries. They didn't trade. Please listen properly, Mr. Rain. I don't know who you are. They did not trade. There was a connection. And what is that connection? There was a connection. And what is that connection? How did Scotland came to be? Scotland came to be when the daughter of Akhenaten. Scotland came to be. Scotland came to be when the daughter of Akhenaten, Scotia, came to Scotland. It was just a barren land before. And when she came there, she loved the place, but she fell sick. Her name was Scotia. And that place became named after her. And because it became named after her, it became a nation. There was a connection between the ancient Egyptian and the ancient Mayan. There was a connection between the ancient... Now, the Mayans is what? Americas. America is called the New Land. The new land, the land of milk and honey. And there was a connection between the ancient Mayans and the ancient Egyptians. And this you can find in one of the tombs of King Akhenaten. Where in that tomb, there was a description of how you see, people say that a mammoth, the giant elephant, and all of these things all went to extinction. But when you look deeply into the lapse of history, he did not just go like that. Rather, it shows that these animals were actually being tamed by men. And were being ruled by men. Now, when we talk about all of these, if you want to understand this, then you must understand the concept of what? Atlantis. Where was Atlantis? How did Atlantis came to be? How did Atlantis just disappear? How did everybody understand the knowledge of Atlantis? You must understand that currently, there is I don't know if I should even be giving out this knowledge. Anyway, you must understand that currently that nation Atlantis is still there, but it is hidden under the American Ocean. You go and look into the American, you go and type the country, the land that was submerged under the ocean. Atlantis. It was once a nation, just like right now you have America, which was also a nation. And in America, they have a general language that they speak. And if you can speak the general language of America, what happens? You come to understand everything. Not just only America, but if you can speak the general language of the English, what happened? You come to understand everything, and hence the language becomes a priority that everybody wants to learn. So also Atlantis was also a nation like that also had a general language where people learn. And that general language was called Atlantean. And everybody learned that language to be able to trade. It becomes a language of power. Just like right now, English is a language of power. In every place that you go, people speak English. Is it not so? Yes. It becomes a language of trade. But over a course of time, that language disappeared. Because the country itself got what? Submerged. So also, a time is also going to come, this language that we are speaking right now, which is the English, is also going to disappear and is going to take another new form of language. And when this language, which is the English, which is nothing but the general commodity that is being used by people, when it disappears, what's going to happen? Another form of language is going to come, which means another nation is going to come to power. Atlantis was such a nation. And in this nation, there were activities that were done, rituals, prayers that were done in this nation. It was a nation that was done with gold. In this nation, there was a lot of knowledge that was being given, and majority of the knowledge from that nation spread into the common world. Now, a lot of people believe that, oh, you were created this. All of this is nothing but a babash. It's babash. Are you understanding me? You must understand. All of this is what? Babash. And because it is babash, it does not make sense. But when you look deeply into the curves of time, when you look deeply into the history of time, what are you going to find? You will find everything that is polar opposite of what you come to know right now. The history of Adam and Eve, it is nothing but the description of your human body. And it is hidden in context. You don't know about it, but it is hidden in context. There was a connection between ancient America and the people of ancient Egypt. And that is why when you go down to the Mayan civilization, or you try to look down, you will see people that are of African origin. How did people of African origin exist in that place? When you look into the structures of the Mayans, what do you see? The structures of the ancient Americas, what do you see? It is an African feature. Isn't it? Is anybody here? If you are here, please say If you are listening to me, please say I'm preaching now. When you look into the histories of the people in ancient America, what do you see? It is what? African features. The features of an African man. You don't see the feature of a white man. No. You see the feature of an African man. The structures there in ancient America is what? It is the structure of an African man. And because it is the structure of an African man, it is there, existing. But now you have been given a wrong narrative. You have been given a wrong narrative that what? African men, the people were only in Africa. No. The question is, how did the people come to Africa? And that is why I tell you everything originated from where? Mesopotamia. I've said it again and again and again, but many people don't want to hear. It all started from Mesopotamia, and then it starts spreading down. It starts doing what? Spreading down. Have you seen the Samoas before? Have you seen the Samoas? Samoas. The people that are called the Samoas. You know, how many of you know Rocky? You guys know Rocky. You know, The Rock. You know The Rock. Who's cooking? Yeah, everybody know The Rock, isn't it? Now, if you look at the features of the Samoans, how is their future? Does their future look like, and does their future really look like? Don't you see that their features is like that of an African person? But of course, don't you see the big masculinity, the plumpness, the plumpness of the Samoans? Where do you which people have such a big body? You don't find such a big body in anywhere that is not connected to Africa. Are you understanding me? Are you understanding? You see the big body. You don't find such a body anywhere that is not connected to Africa. And how is it so? When their ancestors were transmigrating, they intermingled with the people of Papua Guinea. Papua Guinea is where? Where is Papua Guinea? Where's Papua Guinea? Papua Guinea. Have you seen the people of Papua Guinea? No, not fresh fish. Not fresh fish. Have you seen the people of Papua Guinea? The South America. Yes, they are black. Have you seen the features of the people of South America that are black? Have you seen their feature? If you've seen the feature, what is this man talking about? Cuffless, respect yourself. If you see the features of the Papua Guinea, look at the features of the Papua Guinea and look at the features of the Samoans. Do you see a difference? Just look at the facial structure. And look at the facial structure of the Samoans. It's the same. How? Because the women intermingled. And when the women intermingled, when they were going, and then they left, and then they started moving downward. This is how it is. The Christian church was not happy. The Christian church was not what? Was not happy. Actually, there was an agreement between the Christian church, which is the Roman Catholic Church, and the Templars that, okay, we are going to go into all of these places to look for all of these artifacts. And when we go into all of these places to look for all of these artifacts, you have to surrender all of these artifacts to us. So we are going to give you all the authority and all the power to be able to go into these places. The Christian church had this agreement with the Templars, and the Templars see it as an opportunity, and they accept it. But you must understand what? The Templars are not Christians. Do you think that the president of the United States of America is a Christian? Eh? Do you see Obama as a Christian? Or the president of the United States of America, do you see them as a Christian? Eh? Where are the people? All of you, the presidents of the United States of America, are they Christians? Do you see them go to church? Do you see them go to church? Eh? You've seen them go to church till this night? Are you sure? Are you sure you've seen them go to church? Eh? The people that are wealthy in America, do you think they are Christians? And you are carrying Christianity on your head. you are carrying Christianity on your head. Oh, I'm a Christian. I would die. You are carrying Christianity on your head. And the leaders that are ruling your countries are not Christians. Yeah. The leaders that are ruling your countries are not Christian, and you, you, a small chicken peri-peri, you are carrying Christianity on your head. Oh, you think they are Christians? Hell no. Hell no, they are not. They are not. So, when the Knight Templars started hiding this artifact, they gave some of these artifacts to the Roman Catholic Church, but they started hiding some. And how did they hide some? They started hiding some because the Catholic Church started persecuting the Templars. So they started running from one place to the other. They started running. And while they were running, they went to Portugal. Portugal became the official country of the Templars. Do you know that? Do you know that Portugal, it is called Portugal, the port. It became what? The official countries of the Templars. Do you know that? It became one main nation of the Templars. And that is why you must see that Portugal plays a lot of role. There is a reason you see the cross in this thing. And now, do you think it is a Christian? It is a Christian church? Is a Christian this thing? No. It is not a Christian. That cross you see in Portugal coat of arms is not a Christian this thing. It is the Templars mark. It becomes a pot. And this is where the Templars, after taking all the relics, they will take the relics and they will take this relic and they will go and hide it in ancient America. This is before it became a big nation. They go and hide it in America because America was called the New Land. Do you understand? America was called what? The New Land. So they will run from Portugal and go and hide it there. And when they go to hide it there, they will come back. And it is from there, you've heard of what is called the bubonic plague. Have you heard of the bubonic plague? You've heard of the bubonic plague, right? The bubonic plague, how did it disrupt a lot of America? How did it go? How did it spread around Europe? It is from the Templars. when the Templars were traveling to the new land, and after speaking with the native of the new land, and they hid the covenant there. You must understand, like I said to you guys, currently there are 6 Ark of Covenant that is in hiding in America. Huh? There are 6, what? There are 6 Ark of Covenant that is currently in America. 6. You guys think that there is only one Ark of Covenant. I'm telling you, there is no one Ark of Covenant. There is not one. There is not one. There are many, hundreds of Ark of Covenants. And where did they come from? It did not come from the children of Egypt. It did not come from the children of Jew. They took it from ancient Egypt. Are you understanding? They took it from where? Ancient Egypt. And then what happened? Then they built their own. They build. So there's hundreds of Ark of Covenant. Hundreds of it. And the Ark of Covenant is what? The Ark of Covenant, what is the Ark of Covenant? It is an electric conductor. Are you understanding me? The Ark of Covenant is what? An electric conductor. It's what? An electric conductor. And that is why when people go closer to it, it shocks them and they die. Oh, the people died because it is an electric conductor. But for it to become an electric conductor, you need to put something that is the conduit inside. And what is that conduit? The manna. The manna is the conduit. Nikola Tesla told you guys this. Nikola Tesla said this, but everybody like, oh, he's a madman. He's not, though. He is not. Nikola Tesla said this. He is not a madman. Can you guys hear me properly? Is the network okay? Is my network okay? Can you hear me properly? Okay. Nikola Tesla said it. He's not a madman. So, Christopher Columbus, was charged by the Queen of Spain because they could not have access on Portugal. Portugal is like a country where nobody can have access to because what? It became the main stronghold of the Templars. But the Queen of Spain, she did what? What did she do? She strengthened, Christopher Columbus and told him, go and search. So what did Christopher Columbus do? He disguised himself using the flag of the Templars. He want to use it to go and inquire where did they keep the covenant? And this is why he killed a lot of Americans. This is why he killed lot of Native Americans. He pillaged a lot of Native Americans because he was looking. And the thing with the Native Americans is that they have a very strong bond with the Templars. And they don't go on their bond. And that's why I said to you, what makes you a man is how you hold tightly onto your words. That's what makes you a man. So he went and he pillaged and bring a lot of terror on the Native Americans. All because he wanted them to give him the location of where the Ark of Covenant, the Arks of Covenant has been kept. But they did not tell him because what? The elders of the Native Americans have a very strong bond with the Templars. And that bond is still existing till today. You see that? You see that? And that bond is still, existing today. Kofi Levi, the real and original act is in Ghana, man. You are fool. You are a fool. Quiet. Shoo! Shoo! Who is this? Who is this rascal? Who is this rascal? Huh? Shoo! Shoo! Don't interrupt. You don't know anything. Huh? So, he pillaged. Among the things that were discovered by the Templars is the bone of Jesus. Do you know? I told you guys that Jesus did not go to heaven. He died. And he died an old man. Among the things that was discovered is what? The bones of Jesus. And the bone of Jesus is still dirty now. So to all of you that say Jesus went to heaven, hey, what is the bone doing there? Are you hearing me? Like I said, this is a very sensitive conversation. If you are a Christian fanatic, this is going to be something different to you. You understand? If you are not a Christian, if you want to really learn, then listen. But if you are those ones that carry Jesus so much on your head, sorry for you. Jesus' bone, the bone of Jesus, is still currently right now in America. Do I have a proof? But of course. Can I speak without no proof? Angela Heron, can I speak without no proof? The proof has always been in front of you, but you've always ignored it because you think it is nothing. The answer has always been in your front, in your face like this. The answer has always been there. Off the light. The answer has always been in your front, but you always ignore it because what? Yeah, you don't take it. Your pastors speak and they delude you, but the answer has always been in your front. If they can find the cloth of Turin, do you think that the bone is not also there? Or oh, look at the cloth that they use in burying Jesus. His bone is also there. And not just only his bone, the bone and the bone of John the Baptist. And the bone of their wife. Of who? Mary Magdalene. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? The bone of Jesus, that one you call Jesus, is still there, currently there right now. Yeah, it's there. Now, question to you: if the Roman Catholic Church can keep the bone of Apostle Peter in the basilica, and do you think that the bone of Jesus is not being kept? Are you hearing me properly? Is my network okay? Guys, can you hear me properly? Is the network okay? If the network is having problem, it means that they are trying to find ways for me not to say what I'm saying. If you guys cannot hear me properly, the network on my side is okay. But if you cannot hear it properly, it means what? They are trying to cut off certain things that I'm saying. Are you understanding? If you are not hearing me properly and sometimes the network breaks in your side, it means what? They are trying to cut off and censor what I'm saying. The bone of Jesus is there. Is there. Yeah. The bone of Jesus and the bone of who? John the Baptist. Jesus did not go to heaven. He died. He died an old man with his wife, Mary Magdalene. And they have children. They have children. What is the name? They have children. Mary Magdalene has children. Do you know that Mary Magdalene was married to John the Baptist first? And after the death of John the Baptist, she married Jesus? Do you know that? Mary Magdalene was married first to John the Baptist. Yeah. And after he died, she got married to Jesus. And together, they have 4 children. 4 children. Together. 2 for John the Baptist and 2 for Jesus. Do you know that? Are you hearing me? 2 for John the Baptist and 2 for Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Let me adjust myself. So the problem that we have right now is a society where people, Jesus never gave birth. You see, that is your religion. That is the misinformation. That is the misinformation that is affecting you. Misinformation is what is affecting you, Cofless Chris, that thinking that Jesus never got married. That is the thing. Who told you Jesus never got married? We need to see it in the Bible. What did Bible verse say now? You see the problem, you're not going to see this in the Bible. And actually, even though it is in the Bible, it is encoded. When Mary Magdalene came to wash the hair of Jesus with her hair, what does that mean? What does that mean? You only wash the hair of a person that you are married to in ancient Jew law. You only use your hair to clean the feet of a person that you are married to in ancient Jew law. But you guys see it. It is in your front there in the Bible, but you ignore it because your pastor tell you, oh, this is how she's doing what? She's showing her love, her surrender to Jesus. It is a lie. It's a lie. That is marriage. That is what? That is marriage. Do you understand? That is marriage. Yes, it is marriage. And that is why you see, or your Bible is a joke that is given to you, and you are reading it and you are deluded. You are deluded. It is a fact. The bone of Jesus is in America. They are reporting my account. You see? Look at it. I'm just saying the truth, and they are reporting my account. Look at that. Kwame. Inshiraba. Akos. I'm telling you guys the truth. See, they are reporting my account. All those Christian fanatics. Do you see that? All those Christian fanatics are reporting my account. Are you seeing that? Because I'm telling you, this is a very sensitive topic. People don't want to know. People don't want to believe it because it is the truth. If you can go and start reporting my account, it means what? I am telling you nothing but the truth. If what I'm saying to you is bringing a lot of discomfort in your body, it is because what? It is the truth. Jesus did not go to heaven. His bone is in America. Not just only his bone and the bone of John the Baptist is in America. It is in America. It is in a vault in America. It is in a vault in America. And not just only in a vault in America, also Jesus has children. Jesus have children. And his wife was Mary Magdalene. Where in America, so I can go and check it out. Even if I tell you, you will not find it. Even if I tell you, you will not find it. If you have been in America all of these years and everything is underneath your nose, you are looking at it like this and you don't know, you will not find it. You understand? You will not find it. The time Jesus born, America was not discovered. Who told you America was not discovered? It was not given the name that you call it. Why do you think the meaning of America means? What do you think the name of America means? What do you think it means? His bone is in America. You are lying. How do you know I'm lying? I look at that. You see, he done the pepper them for body. He the pepper them for body. His bone is in America. Jesus and Mary Magdalene are husband and wife. Actually, Jesus is the second husband of Mary Magdalene. The first husband of Mary Magdalene is John the Baptist. That is the first husband of Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene got married to John the Baptist. When he was killed, Jesus married her and they gave birth to 2 children. 2 for John the Baptist and 2 for Jesus. Jesus still heals. It is not Jesus that heals you. And guess what? The skull of Jesus and the skull of John the Baptist looks like that of an alien. What if I tell you that the God you are calling is an alien? Now, these are secrets that the church don't want people to know. And it is currently right now in America. It is in America. What is the name of the first president of America? Do you know the name of the first president of America? Do you know the name of the first president of America? The question is, you guys don't understand George Washington is not the name of the first president of America. George Washington? Is it George Washington? I don't know. Who are the American people here? You need to tell me. The main purpose is for me to learn and not to argue. I'm a Christian and believe in Jesus Christ. No. The thing is gonna go crazy. I'm telling you. You guys need to understand this properly. I'm telling you a fact. But what I'm saying to you right now, like I said, it is very sensitive. It is very sensitive for many people to comprehend. And because it is very sensitive for many people to comprehend, a lot of people are going to fight about it because what? What you've been told in the Bible, what your preachers have preached to you is not the fact. What your preachers have preached to you is not the truth. And the truth is what I am telling you right now. Jesus did not go to this thing. Jesus did not go to heaven. He died. He died a natural death. George Washington was a Knight Templar. Washington was a Knight Templars. Or do you think that the president of the United States of America are Christians? Do you think the president of the United States of America is a Christian? No. Why? Why do you think the Pentagon office, or what is it called, the Pentagon? Why do you think it was designed the way it is? Why do you think America was designed the way it is? The problem is you guys don't think. You guys are too... That is the problem. You guys, some of you, your brain is full with water. But that is the truth. You go to America, you see the way America is. Why is it? You don't know. You don't know. It is what? It is the foundation. It is the foundation. I asked him to substantiate his statement. Where are the bones kept? It is in America. How many times have I been saying it is in America? It is in America. It is in America. Can't you hear, seeker of truth? Can't you, light seeker, whatever it is your name? You cannot hear it is in America. It is in America. It is in America. It is in America. Like, can't you hear? Or is it that because I'm saying that the bone of Jesus did not die? Is that the one you're holding on to? You're not hearing that I said it is in America? You want to ask where in America? What are you going to do if I tell you where it is in America? You will not even find it. It is only those that are given the key that can have access to it. If you're not given the key, you can never have access to it. If you're not given the key, you cannot have access to it. So who is Jesus? Who is Joseph to the carpenter to Mary? The husband of Mary. The husband of Mary. If you guys don't want to learn, you will not understand. America had a very strong connection to ancient Egypt. America has a strong connection to ancient Egypt. When you talk about the Mayans, don't you see how the Mayans, do you see the way the Mayans look? The Mayans are Africans. You go and look properly. Look at the status of the Mayans in America. Mexico. The problem is the truth has always been in your front. The truth has always been in your front, but you don't like to hear the truth because the truth is bitter. You don't like to hear the truth because the truth is bitter. You understand? You don't like to hear it. The truth is bitter. It is different from the one that your pastors has always been telling you. It is not true. Jesus died. He did not go to heaven. And his bones is currently in America. There are 6 Ark of Covenant that is currently in America. One is in Ethiopia. So the one that is in Ethiopia, actually there's one in the Basilica. There is one in Rome. There is one in Ethiopia. And there are 6 in America. So how many is that? 1, 2 plus 6. That is 8. 8. So how is it that there are, and I'm telling you, there are more than 100 Ark of Covenant. More than 100 Ark of Covenant. More than 100. And because there are more than 100 Ark of Covenant, people don't know. You think that it's only one Ark of Covenant. No! And the Ark of Covenant is simply nothing but what? An electricity conductor. The Ark of Covenant is simply nothing but what? You don't know. Excuse me, what is this man saying? Why saying she got married to John the Baptist? My brother, are you not hearing what I'm saying? Mary Magdalene got married to John the Baptist. John the Baptist is the first husband of Mary Magdalene. What is it that you don't hear? Mary Magdalene, the first husband of Mary Magdalene is John the Baptist. And when John the Baptist was killed, what happened? She got married to Jesus. What is the difficulty? What is the difficulty? The difficulty is you don't want to accept it. Then who is Joseph? Why are you confusing things, my brother? What is the problem? What is wrong with your umpulu mili? Who is Joseph the carpenter? Who is Joseph the carpenter? What is this? I don't understand. What is this question you are asking? Like, for real, what is this question you are asking? Huh? Yes, but only one act of covenant that used to carry the 10 commandments. It is not true. What is it that people don't want to hear? That it is not true. What you are talking about is what you read. There is not one act of covenant. There are hundreds of acts of covenant. There are hundreds of acts of covenant. All right, I think I'm going to move on. Look at that. All right, they have put a restriction on my they have put a restriction on my page. You see? You see? Can you guys hear me? Some people in some countries will not be able to hear me because they have put a restriction on my page. You see that? Do you see? Are you seeing? If you are in some countries, you can hear me. If you are not in some countries, you cannot hear me. Do you see? Now tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. If a restriction can be put on my page for just speaking, now tell me if I'm lying. There are some people in some countries that will not be able to hear me right now. What does this mean to you? If you're not able to hear me, go to the YouTube channel. What does this mean? If I can be put, if some restriction can be put. They send us polls for us as you speak. You see that? You see that? Do you see? Now tell me. Tell me what I'm saying right now. Do you see? Do you see that? Do you see? What does this show to you? Just see, like I said, when I'm going to speak, it's going to hurt the emotional sentiment of some people. And you see, some people, did you see that? Do you see that? What does this mean? Please, my brother, what does this mean? Do you see? All the Umpulum Milis. How they are the Umpulum Milis? They don't want to hear. Because what I'm saying is challenging, it's challenging the audacity of what they believe. And I'm not even the network has started staggering. Look at that. Do you see that? What does that mean? My brothers, my sisters. What does this mean? Can you see? I am not saying anything that is not truth. I am not saying anything that is not truth. All I am saying is simply nothing but the truth. All I am saying is what? Nothing but the truth. But some people will not be happy with it. Some people will not be happy with it. Because what? Like I said, it goes against their religious biases. All right. Let us. What is my YouTube channel? Sukadeva. If you want to continue, go to my YouTube channel, Sukadeva. It is there in my YouTube channel. All right. Okay. Any other question? Because the people don't want to know the truth. Yes. Ah. Yes. Yes. What to do? What to do? Okay. This is what is going to happen. Because the live here, there's been a restriction. You know, John 3:16, do you understand salvation? There is nothing as that, my brother. Will you stop deceiving yourself? Will you stop deceiving yourself? There is nothing as that. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Do you even know the context of what that word means? Do you know the context of what that word means? For God so loved the world. Who is the God that is being referred to, if not for the Son? Do you know the context of that word means, or you're just reading the word verbatism? Do you know what is called verbatism? Do you know what is called verbatism? You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That is a fact. That is a fact. Thomas, who is the brother of Jesus, also wrote it in the book. He said, first, when you find the truth is going to shake you upside down. But when you start understanding it, it will free you. All right, I'm going to end this live, and I will come back in 2 minutes so that the restriction can be removed. Is that okay? But I'm continuing here on YouTube. Here we are continuing. All right? I'm going to end this live so that the restriction can be removed. And then I'm coming back again. All right? Is that okay? All right. Hi. They put a restriction on my TikTok. I don't know why. They put a restriction that we're speaking things that is, so, Lola, hello. I'm back. I'm back on TikTok. So yeah, it is important to understand the truth. For when you truly understand the truth is going to set you free. But when you don't understand the truth, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. A lot of people say, I'm giving out a misinformation. How is it a misinformation? They put a restriction that people say it is a misinformation. How is it a misinformation? It is never a misinformation. People don't want to hear the truth. You know why? The truth is too much. Yes, it is too much. It is too much. I just bombarded all of you with, with it right now. So it is too much. It is too much. That is why. Yes. Are you guys here? Okay. So I am back on TikTok now. You guys can come back to TikTok. So I think to keep my attention in one place, or I just leave it. I think I just leave it here like this, and you guys keep hearing what we're saying. All right. So I think we are back now, and I hope the restriction is off. The restriction is off, and people can hear us and everything like that. You see, when you give the truth to people, it is too difficult for people to hear. And I said it in the beginning of the conversation. What I am about to say is going to shake the faith of some people. It will shake, and because if it shake the faith of some people, it is important. You understand? It is very, very important. You cannot vote that this is a misinformation when you don't understand properly. You cannot do that. And for you to do that, it shows what? That the mind is very institutionalized. A lot of us, we have our mind so institutionalized that when anything that concerns the truth is being put in front of us, we become scared of it. A lot of us, our mind is so institutionalized that whenever anything that is connected to the truth is put in front of us, we don't want to accept it. Like the brain start malfunctioning. Oh, how dare you speak about Jesus like that? This. But it is the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. But our mind is so institutional. Some of us want the truth, so don't keep us waiting for people that dislike the truth. What can I say? It is the truth. The truth is always the truth. All right, I am open to questions now. I am open to questions. Please do ask me your questions. We are open to questions now. Hi, Sitaram. All right, I am open to questions now. Please do ask us your question, and then we can, Are you saying the mausoleum of Rosebud in Kashmir, resting place of Jesus Christ, is empty? Are you saying the mausoleum of Rosebud in Kashmir, resting place of Jesus Christ, is empty? The bone is not there. 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 Baba, did they block you on TikTok again? They did not block, they restricted the account so that some people are uncomfortable with the information. But now I'm on TikTok now. I'm on TikTok. All right. How can one connect with the truth? Well, by following people that knows the truth. The way you can connect to the truth is by following people that knows the truth. If you don't follow people that knows the truth, how can you know the truth? It is impossible. It is by following people that knows the truth that you can start knowing the truth. That is the reality. That is the reality. For when you don't follow the people that knows the truth, you cannot know the truth, even though the truth has always been in front of you. The truth has always been in front of you. You pass it every day. But you're not showing at my end. Your TikTok again, or click on my page. I'm on right now. The truth has always been in front of you. And the funny thing is, you pass through it every day. You pass through the truth every day. Every day of your life, you are walking. If you are in America or you are in some you are in some historical part in America, every day you are walking by the truth. And it's just in front of you. It's just in front of you. But you don't know. You don't know. But the truth is always in front of you. In the Bible, God said, come and let's make man in our own image. Come. Very good question you asked, Francis Gian. In the Bible says, come and let's make man in our own image. Now the question is, who are the people he is calling to come? How can you know people that knows the truth? Oh, you will know. When you meet people that knows the truth, you will know. Oh, yes, you will know. What does it mean? Someone just asked a question right now. The Bible says, come, let us make man in our own image. Who is the people he's talking about? Who are the people he's saying to come? Let us make man in our own image. Who are those people? When people, I don't know if I should speak about this concept now. I have spoken about it many times to the people that are my students, so I don't know if I should start speaking about this now. You are a relatively young man, but so extremely learned and wise. I appreciate you, Baba. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. You must understand that there is not one Elohim. There are primarily 7 Elohims. 7 Elohims. There is not just one Elohim. There are what? Primarily 7 Elohims. And these Elohims are the creators. Humans are shaped as the Elohims. So when he says, come, let us make man in our own image and in our own likeness, what does that mean? Man was shaped in the image of the Elohims, which is not just one God. A lot of people think Elohim means one. Not one. Elohim, many gods. Many gods. The Elohims. So you people, Elohim, El Shaddai, these are all attributes not to one God. Many gods. The Elohims. And this truth has always been there. Because the truth has always been there, minds of the people have not always been open to see it. But of course, and the creation, the book of Genesis is nothing but a description of what? Of the movement of astrology. The book of Genesis is nothing but a description of what? Astrology. If you don't understand astrology, you cannot understand the book of Genesis. And that is why you are being told, don't look into astrology. Why is a lot of restriction being given to people by Christians? Don't look into astrology. Astrology is bad. Why do you think they put that restriction? Because astrology tells you the creation of man. The Elohims are nothing but the 7 planets. The Elohims are nothing but what? The 7 planets. How many planets do you primarily have? 7. You have primarily 7 planets. All right, I am open to questions. Kindly ask us your questions now. Send a request and ask us your questions. Please send a request and ask us your questions. We are open to questions. All right? 9 planets. There are 9 planets. Are you sure? Are you sure there are 9 planets? All right. I think I'm going to end here on, so I need to concentrate. My mind is, because you guys are here now, I'm seeing comment here, and I'm also seeing comments here, so I'm getting distracted. I don't think they're going to put, I don't think they're going to put any restriction on us again, because we've exceeded that. So, last question can I ask? Yes, please come and ask it on TikTok, So I'm going to end here so I can focus on TikTok. Please do come back to TikTok and ask us your questions. All right? Thank you. God bless you and bye.